Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Shango, coming back with another message. It's been a little minute, but I got a couple videos for y'all today, so I got a little spoiler, a little treats for y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all about 3 videos today. But let me get straight into the video. Before I start, hope your day's going good, and if not, I hope the rest of your day get better. So this video right here is gonna be about mediumship. Mediumship, the gift of mediumship. So for those that don't know what mediumship is, it's the ability to be able to hear, see, or speak to the other side, people that are deceased. People that, and I'm not the only one that has this gift. There's many other people that has this gift, and that's one of my gifts. And for people that don't know what that is or haven't experienced that, this is going to sound foreign to them, or evil to them. So we can't do nothing about those people. But my focus is on people that know what this is, or want to know what this is, or have this ability and they just couldn't understand it, or don't know how to handle it or tap into it. So let's get into it. So I had this gift since I was a child, like everybody else that has this gift. But it's one of those gifts that either you can have it and it's very enhanced as a child, or as you get older, you can enhance it more, meaning that you have it, but you're not able to really control it or really tap into it as much. It kind of happens like, I guess you could say sporadically, spontaneously, like it just happens, not even spontaneous, periodically, where it just happens and you're just like, oh, I didn't even realize I was doing that. And some people are able to control it more than others were strong as a child, and they were able to see the deceased, be able to hear them and be able to speak to them and relay messages to somebody that's living. So for myself, I always was able to feel the presence of people that were deceased. I was able to always feel that in rooms. I was able to always hear. I was able to always my ability to be able to speak to them, back and forth to them, that wasn't as enhanced. That got more enhanced as I got older through prayer and through meditation. The more you do meditation, the more you can tap into that ability, and the more you can understand and be able to quiet out your ego mind and quiet out the outside noise to be able to hear more. So which brings me to the meaning of the word guru. Guru doesn't mean know-it-all. If you look up the definition of guru, that means somebody that goes inner to receive information so they can go to the outer world for more understanding and wisdom, and be able to teach and understand more knowledgeable topics. So it doesn't mean know-it-all. So the reason why I said that is because that's back to the meditation part. The more I meditated as I got older and was able to balance myself, balance my mind and my emotions and my spirit, I was able to hear more from the other side and understand even more. I was always able to, hear them, and I was as I meditated more, I was able to speak more to them. I was able to always hear, and I was able to always see and feel them, but trying to really connect and speak back and really understand the messages that they were telling me so I could relay it to whoever they needed me to relay it to. That was the part I wanted to enhance more. So through meditation, that part got enhanced more. But it's really an ability, I can say it's like a gift and a curse. Why I say that is because it's a gift to be able to, hear those messages from the other side, or be able to go in your dream world and be able to connect with those deceased loved ones, or, just see the signs that they're leaving around so they can know that, to let you know that they're there so you can communicate with them. It's a gift because a lot of times, being a medium, there's other people's loved ones that's coming to you, because everyone doesn't have this gift. So a lot of people can't see them, a lot of people can't feel that energy of them, and a lot of people can't speak to them. So the ones that are able to do that, they come to us and they're like, oh, it's just like in movies when you see the spirit and they're like, oh, you can see me, like in Ghost, like it's like, oh, you can see me. And he started talking to Whoopi Goldberg, and it's a bunch of other movies like that too. But it's a reason why they have this knowledge and to be able information to make these kind of movies, because that is really what happens. Like, you could be minding your business and you'll know where you'll just hear somebody talking or relay a message to you, or you'll see them or feel them, and you'll be like, oh man, here we go. And they'll notice like, oh snap, you can see me out of everybody, you can hear me, and they'll start talking to you like, yo, I need you to tell this person this, I need you to tell them that, I need you to relay this. And a lot of times you don't want to do it because this is the curse part, because people gonna look at you like you're crazy. If you go to somebody like, oh listen, your grandmother that passed told me to tell you this, that, and look here, or you need to go over here because you missed something over here. A lot of times people will be like, what are you talking about? Like, this guy's crazy or this girl's crazy. So that's the gift part, but it's also a curse because a lot of times people look at you crazy, like, what are you talking about? But when they really go and do what you said, or what you said is matching up, or some information that they never told you, they really look at you, and sometimes they get away from you because they scared, and they didn't believe you in the beginning, but then they see you really was the real thing. And it happened to me a bunch of times with people I know. There's plenty of times where I would hear the spirit voice, or I would hear the deceased loved one or somebody else, and they'll tell me to go somewhere to go get something. So a lot of times I would go places, something would say, hey, go to the store tomorrow to go buy this, and I'm like, all right, I'll go there, buy it, and I'm thinking this for myself. And then the next day I'll come in contact with somebody I know, and they'll come over to me, come over where I live, or I'll see them somewhere. We'll be talking about something, and in the conversation we'll start talking about something deep, and then it'll dawn on me like, oh, okay, now I know who that was talking to me the day before to go get that from the store. That was for you, and I'll go give it to them. And a lot of times they'll be thrown off in shock, and some will receive it well, but some will be taken back because they be like, how are you that tapped in? And they don't understand it because they just don't have they have the lack of knowledge in that area, or they never met anybody. Because a lot of times when we hear about people that have these type of gifts and abilities, we think about people that's like on TV or somewhere foreign, or somebody special that's just one of a kind. And a lot of us have these gifts, we just don't tap into it like we should have. Like we should be doing or should have been doing throughout our periods here on this earth and many other realms. But so when they meet somebody that they know very well, it's very odd to them. Like, yo, how are you able to do this? So it's a gift and a curse thing, and but it's a beautiful thing to have, because you having this ability, you can help people. Because a lot of times people die. Sometimes they stay close to earth. They don't go to the other realm yet, to the spirit realm, because there's still things that they didn't get to do, or things that they feel like they have to relay messages to somebody that they're close to in their family. It could be a lover, it could be anybody. And a lot of times those people can't hear them. So they're forever trying to get in contact with them, but these people don't see the signs. They don't see the messages that they're laying around to try to get their attention. They can't see them because they're not as tapped into themselves, their inner self, and they're not as tapped into their higher self. So thank you, God. So a lot of times it's difficult for the people on the other side trying to get in contact with their loved ones that passed over. It's very hard for them to get their attention if they haven't tapped into that ability, or they don't know how to hear or listen to them, or they don't have that gift of feeling when somebody's in the room or wherever they at, or feeling wherever. It could be wherever, because it's not just when you in the house or when you in the building, wherever. They could follow you anywhere. They always anywhere. Because like I said, they know you can hear them. They're going to come to you and follow you wherever you at to relay a message, and they're going to be on you about, yo, you need to tell the person this, or you need to tell them that. Or it could be one of your deceased loved ones on you, like, yo, I need you to do this, or I need you to do that. So it could be looked at as a scary thing, especially if you're the person with the ability, like, yo, why? Because sometimes you could be laying down asleep, and it could be when it's quiet, that's when they really come talk to you at night, because that's when you're the most vulnerable, when you're going to bed. You're in the most vulnerable position. So a lot of times they could be coming to you at night, talking to you, chirping in your ear, talking about stuff. A lot of times people don't know what to do with it. That's back to the meditating, to learn how to turn it off and on, knowing how to control it, and knowing how to enhance it, or different things that you need to do to be able to withstand it, because it could be a lot. Hearing those messages, taking that in, it could be a lot. And especially if you're not used to that, or you don't have nobody to talk to about it, it can make you feel like you're going crazy. So this is why the meditation and the prayer, and learning how to really tap into yourself, and also learning how to connect with them and talk. Like, hey, listen, sometimes you got to tell them, hey, listen, I'm trying to go to bed right now. I need y'all to chill out. Like, oh, yo, yeah, it's too many of y'all talking right now. I need y'all to really be quiet right now, please. And a lot of times they'll be quiet. They'll respect your space. It's all about building that connection with them. But you got to speak to them and not be afraid, or you got to embrace it. That's the word I'm looking for. You got to embrace it. There's nothing to fear. They're not there to hurt you. Trust me, if they was there to hurt you, you'd have been gone a long time ago. So you have to get that out your head, thinking like, oh, this must be an evil spirit. It's very rare that that happens. Like, you got to be doing some real other stuff to be tapping into that. Occasionally you might hear a voice or something like that. You just got to use your discernment, and that's back to tapping into yourself to tell, like, oh, that don't match up. That can't be somebody good, or what you said don't match up with that. But a lot of times that's rare, because a lot of times I don't come into contact with people that's trying to not even an entity, but a spirit that's not meaning me no good. A lot of times there's spirits that mean good, and they really just need you to connect to somebody else. There's plenty of times, like I said, I done got things from stores, talked to somebody I know, and I'm like, oh, that's why I got that. So this is your grandfather that told me to get this. This is your father that passed that told me to get that. And a lot of times people are taken back by that. It happens to me plenty of times. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the time. It happened to me plenty of times in my life. This one time I went to a store and I went to get a coconut candle. It smelled like a coconut candle. It was made out of coconut. I was like, I don't know why. Son told me to get it that day. I got it. I met up with somebody else that I know that their father had passed, and we were talking about getting in connection with them and stuff like that, and hearing the messages because they wanted to hear if there's anything they needed to know before they passed. And we was doing the meditation and the prayer and stuff like that, and then to be able to quiet everything and also get in contact with them. And I was telling them basically like, yo, your father, I said, now it makes sense, because I said somebody last night was visiting me, but it was a very strong figure, and they was in my dreams, and I just seen them talking to me but they was very stern. They were tall, and they was just like, yo, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. And I'm like, who is that? But when I met up with the person that I know the next day, I said, oh, that's who that was. That was your father. And then when I pulled out the candle, like, oh, you know what? Something keep telling me to get the coconut candle out of my closet. So I went to get it and light it up. And they laughed. And they was like, yo, that's funny, because my father's favorite fruit was coconut. And I said, you see what I'm saying? How would I know that? That's who was talking to me to go get that, because they knew I needed to talk to you. And that energy brung it even more. And that's why he was on me like that, trying to relay the messages I needed to relay to that person. So it's examples like that, and there's plenty other examples that I went through and stuff like that with other people that I know, where they would ask me something probably in a joking way because they didn't take me serious when I said I can hear the deceased and see them and feel them. And then when I told them something, they was like, oh, snap, how you know that? I know the exact place they were supposed to go. I knew where that person was from. I knew what they wanted to, what they needed me to tell them. It was information that how would I know if I didn't hear them? Because I never met these person, and these people are passed away. So it's really a gift. It can be looked at as a curse, but it's really a gift, and you should really be thankful that God bless you with that type of gift, because it's not for you to be spooky or to get into people's business. It's because sometimes those spirits, they could have died sooner than they thought, or they might have not completed something they wanted to complete, or something happened to them tragically, and they just aren't ready to leave Earth yet without fulfilling that message or something that they need to tell their loved ones. It could be a spouse, the kids, family, anything. And the people that's able to have these medium abilities are there by God to be able to hear those people and connect those messages to those people to let them know, so those souls can rest. And they can be like, okay, now I can go to the spirit realm. Now I can go to the other realm I'm supposed to go to now, because my soul is fed, and my soul is now complete, because I was able to have somebody get in contact with this person I've been trying to relay this message to for the longest. So look at it as a beautiful thing. It's plenty of people that have other gifts that's more tapped in than that. But if you are somebody like that and you just feel like you're crazy, you're not crazy. You're not bugging out because you're hearing voices. Your ancestors are trying to reach out to you, your deceased loved ones, or it could be somebody else, deceased loved ones that you know, and they're trying to get in contact with you so you can tell them something. So just embrace it, just be thankful for it, and just tap into yourself more and learn how to be able to control it better, and pray and be able to handle it better, and know how to turn it off and on, because it's a lot. You're picking up on voices and energies. So, I got another video for y'all. I got a couple more. I ain't going to stay too long on this subject. So like I said, keep doing your thing, stay focused, and if you are somebody that does have this ability, just see it as a great thing. Some people may look at you crazy, but hey, that comes with the territory when you're doing some of God's work that people don't want to do or understand. So peace and blessing, much respect, much love. I love y'all. Until the next video, peace.